Porterville is the one that Tom used, right? That famous quote about girls undulating in the middle of the street.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
What was that?
I never seen nobody undulating in the middle of the street.
Well, I couldn't imagine it.
What?
I couldn't, why would, I can't figure it out. What would you, like...
I mean, you just don't do that,
Yeah, I mean, there's no...
Well, just like they said that
No kick in it or anything.
At about this time, some half-dozen motorcyclists invaded a bar and brutally beat an old man and attempted to abduct the barmaid.
What was that?
That was a crock of shit. There was about 20 of us rode in, stopped at this bar. We was all just looking for another place to drink, get out of downtown, because the people were all down there,
4,000 people watching.
Yeah, that's it. There was 4,000 people downtown, and they wonder why trouble starts.
Let me locate where Porterville is. How would you get here from Porterville?
It's about 40 miles out of Bakersfield.
What was the reason for going down there? Why did you like Porterville?
It's just a small town stuck out in the middle of nowhere, and they got a 10-to-1 ratio of women to men.
Oh,
It's a groovy little place, just up in the mountains and everything. It's a nice ride.
How many guys are there?
A couple hundred.
So you had all the same, all the clubs?
Yeah, all the clubs were there.
All right, we'll go have that old man there.
And we pulled into that bar. We went in the bar, and two of the angels from Martinez got in a fight with each other.
Is that very often?
Yeah, every once in a while. You run around with a guy for, months and see him every day. You're bound to, somebody's going to get somebody's nerves. The best way to do is punch him.
Yeah, I think that a good friend.
And then you're good friends. It just happens to good friends. So, anyway, they got in a fight in the bar, and we broke it up right away. And there was a couple chairs kicked down, and the table broke or something. I mean, it was a good brawl. And we broke the fight up, and myself and a couple other people walked over to the bartender, and he's just all upset. He's nervous,
Old man?
No, some guy about 30, 35. We offered to pay for the furniture, everything that was broken, the glasses that were broken and everything. Hey, how much we owe you, brother? We'll pay you.
Yeah.
No big thing. We didn't want the heat called. So he grabbed a big shotgun, a double barrel like that thing up there, except it had a barrel on it about a foot longer, and stuck it right between our eyes, and I mean, he stuck it between our eyes.
That's the most terrible thing that you'll ever be hit with. A close range.
And he's nervous. You got both hammers cocked on it, and he's like this, and we're trying to tell him, hey, brother, take it easy with that gun, you're going to shoot somebody.
That would scare the shit out of me.
Well, I got outside, and
I
got to think about it outside, I just, my God, I almost lost my head in there.
You get somebody scared with a shotgun, nervous, they can do damage beyond.
Well, anyway, the guy said, out, make it. So, hey, okay, brother.
What are you paying attention to your talk about paying for?
No, he wouldn't pay any attention to anything, trying to make retribution to the guy.
How much would it have been, say, if you paid?
A couple bucks, just for broken glasses, that fell off the table in the middle of the fight. It was a big, okie joint.
Yeah.
So, he said, no, outside. So we started to go out the door, and this old guy at the end of the bar picked up a beer glass and threw it at me. He was just sitting at the bar, and one of the
local type.
Local yokel, some old drunk. He was an old wino. It was a wino type joint,
Yeah.
So he threw the beer glass and it was sailing by my head, and I looked at the guy, and one of the guys from Oakland was standing right next to him, and all he did, he just turned around, and he grabbed the guy and hit him once, and the guy went to lunch.
Yeah.
That was it. Hit him one time. No, didn't kick him or nothing. It says here, half a dozen motorcyclists brutally beat an old man.
Yeah.
One guy hit the guy one time. The guy wasn't that old. If he could throw beer glasses, he can get punched.
Yeah, right.
So
he just
hit the guy one time, and we split, and that was all there was to it. But that's the way it's wrote out.
What was that hospital business? Going into the hospital and searching for the victim, that's in there.
No.
That didn't.
What had happened, when we left that place, everybody jammed, just really got on it. And we coming back into town's about, I guess it's about 10 blocks. We hit the main drag in town, and one of the guys went down, So,
Just so more or less, I hate to keep asking this, and I keep forgetting the guy's name went down at Bass Lake. He was out there the other night. Fripp, I can't, for some reason it didn't stick in my head. But something like that.
Yeah.
He was kind of drunk.
Yeah, the guy was drunk, and he just come around the corner and slid,
Yeah.
So he's laying out there in the street, all bleeding and everything, and the cops come right behind him and got out of his car, stuck his foot in the guy's chest. Just put his foot right in the guy's chest and broke out his book and started writing the ticket. Righteously. So about 20 minutes later, they finally got around to calling the ambulance. They called the ambulance, took the guy to jail, and that's some of the guy's members. He was from another club down south, an Angel club down south, not Purdue, another club. They went to the hospital to see if he was all right, and that's the only time the Angels went to the hospital. They didn't go looking for the old man or anything like that. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Also, it didn't make any sense that if they were out there looking for him, they didn't find him.
Yeah.
You know, because it's pretty easy to find people in the hospital.
It sure is. No, they just went to the hospital to see if this guy Bert was all right. Yeah.
Who was she? Have you ever seen her?
She owned some bar in Oakland's all I know. She was in there, took off her clothes right in the middle of the bar while she was doing the hoochie coo, you know.
What did the bartenders say? What did the people own it?
They didn't see it.
Well, they didn't.
And she dropped her pants down, boy. Snatched her up and hit her over the shoulder and went out to the panel truck.
Jesus. How many guys took her on?
Two was all.
Oh, there's two.
Nobody bothered her. She was so ugly, who'd want her?
Well, she was bad.
Oh, she wasn't really ugly, but she was just drunk. I mean, who wants a drunk woman, you know?
Well, is that a pretty common thing where, you know, women just showing up out of nowhere?
It happens every week.
Yeah?
Every week over there. We usually get some real nice ones, too.
Why do you think that is? I mean, what...
I don't know. They're just sexually attracted, I guess. You know, get molested by the beast or something like that. I don't know what their problem is. You know.
Most of them seem to have some kind of little swirly, or...
Yeah, not really. I mean, most of them like to party. I mean, you get a lot of party girls and you get a lot of nuts, too, you know.
Can you think of any other, say, specific situations where girls have showed up? Like, we don't know who this girl was in Oakland. I mean, at this party that night, 21-year-old.
I really don't. I one came in there one night and jumped out of a taxi cab right in front of the Adobe. No, she was nice, too. Really nice. Jumped out of the taxi cab. She says, I suck, I fuck, I drink, and I smoke a lot of dope. So let's get it on, fellas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
That is exactly what she said.
Well, let's take it from there and let's try to get some details. That's something I'd like to use. I don't even... Playboy might even run it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened then, you know?
They just took her and put her in a car over there. Just everybody had a ball.
But have you seen her since?
No.
How many guys went with her, you know?
I don't know, about 10.
And she hasn't come back. That's something that's curious.
Really?
It seems like that once they kind of got, once they made the contact, it seems like they keep coming back.
Once everybody's cold towards a girl like that, who wants them? You
Yeah.
know? Really. I mean, it's just a sexual act, and that's it, forget it.
Yeah, I imagine she wakes up the next day and thinks,
Yeah, well,
holy
you know,
shit.
them rotten bastards.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well, these are the people that file these charges for rape a lot, isn't it?
yeah.
Like
Same thing, like, well, that one rape in Oakland here is supposed to have been 2 years ago. That's exactly what that was.
Oh, you mean the woman that claimed that she was raping some of her children and that?
No, this is another one. This housewife, it was in the papers, and mother of 3. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, John, they had Mighty Mouse and the Gimp, and little Bobby for it.
Labor Day, you remember what day it was, day of the week? And that...
Well, we left on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
The night before, there was a big hassle. And at a bar in Hayward, I got jumped by about 9 guys in that whip with a chain.
Wow.
So...
What kind of guys? Another club?
Another club.
Who were they?
Diablos.
From L.A.?
No, from Oakland.
Oakland.
I hit one of their members earlier, got in a fight with him, and they didn't appreciate it. So after the other 2 guys I was with in my club left, they jumped me outside the bar.
Yeah.
Rendered me a little messed up. So we spent half the night looking for them. You know, so we left, I don't know, about 10 o'clock in the morning or so. That's about 40 of us or so.
Well, just out of curiosity, that satellite there, say when something like that happens between 2 clubs.
There's no more other club.
Well, you know, I never heard them mentioned. Where are they now?
They're not.
Did you go back and get some of them
We
at
fixed
one
them.
point? Yeah.
As we could, we punched them.
But it doesn't,
It doesn't happen very often. People don't mess with us.
yeah.
But they had one little agitator there that thought he was something. And he started the whole thing. He has since left the state.
Is there anybody who disputes, say, the Hells Angels claim to be the number one,
Nobody.
no club claims that, you know, they're tougher or you know, classier or anything?
We're the only club.
I didn't think so.